to descend according to the saying of our sages. And from Midbar to Matana, a person makes himself like a wilderness. Torah is given to him as a gift. God, Hashem takes him as a portion, and he ascends to greatness.
10th of June, Rabbi Levitt, Pele Yoetz.
Morning.
Okay, welcome
Morning.
to everyone again, and welcome to Lou.
Thank you. Sorry I'm late.
Okay, so he started off in this paragraph talking about how one should go live in a place where he could learn from people that are greater than himself, and obviously not to do the opposite. And then he says, a person who wants to be elevated should descend according to the saying of our sages. So he says, it's also true. This is also true what I'm telling you now, that a person who wants to be elevated should descend according to the saying of our sages. Midbar matana, from midbar to matana. If a person makes himself like a wilderness, Torah is given to him as a gift. This is a Gemara in Eruvin. Hashem takes him as his portion, and he ascends to greatness. Okay, so this is what we're talking about over here. We're talking about really how to go up, and so he's basically saying that there is also it is also true that somebody wants to go up. The one way to go up is to go down, and then he brings this Gemara in Eruvin. If a person makes himself like a wilderness, so then he's going to get a lot of Torah as a gift. And Hashem takes him and he ascends to greatness. So what we need to know is, what's the $64,000 question over here that we have to find out is, what does a person got to do to make himself like a wilderness, to make himself like a midbar, in order to be zocha, to merit this gift that Hashem gives a person, like it says in the pasuk, mi midbar matana, from the point of being midbar, then he ascends to the point of matana, that he's given Torah as a matana, as a gift. This is something that I would like to know. How do you make yourself a midbar? So in order to do, and the Pele Yoetz doesn't tell us. He just gives us the Mari Makom, and he tells us that this is something that is possible to do.
Okay,
And,
I'll tell you.
yes. Okay. Roy has a shot. Let's hear Roy.
All right, my shut. I think it means to be humble, to admit that you know nothing. Basically, that you are ready and wait. You're ready to be given the knowledge. You know nothing. You're ready to be cultivated.
Oh, very good. Okay.
But to admit it, to really feel and know, not just to say it in order to get knowledge, not as a subterfuge for getting knowledge or looking to be good. You really have to understand in your heart and in your mind and in your soul that you are lacking a lot of information. I mean, you've got something. Even a desert can flower when the rains come, but you you are willing and to get to learn from someone who knows.
Okay, good. So can we still look up this Gemara in Eruvin and see what the Gemara? Maybe we could find some. Maybe we could find someone is going to say Roy's Pshat. Let's see. Gemara in Eruvin is 54a.
I don't know if I've got it. Let's see. Has Danny got one of my Eruvins?
I don't know why.
I'm missing.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think he's got Eruvin. I don't remember him mentioning that.
no, I haven't got. Unless I put it somewhere else. Got half of it. I think he's got it, or Ruffy's got it.
Why would Ruffy have it?
Yeah,
Why would Ruffy have it?
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I think much.
Okay, boy, this is a big dreidel, this page.
Haven't found it. It looks.
Let's see where it could be found. It's the pasuk. Midbar Matan, I believe, is a pasuk in
All right.
Parshas Chukas.
I've only
In,
got
the
half
Midbar.
of Eruvin. I don't know where.
Yeah. Here's the pasuk. It's the pasuk is Osamich. So it's towards the bottom of the page. Yeah, here it is. Amar Rav Masna, Maidik Siv mi Midbar Matana. Mesim Odom Atzmo Kemidbar. Zeh Shehakol Dashin Boy Talmudoi Miskayim Biyadoi. Bimlav Ein Talmudoi Miskayim Biyadoi. Wow, there it is. So this is if you have a Eruvin, if anybody has an Eruvin out there,
I have it.
it's
I've only got half an Eruvin.
half of Eruvin.
I don't know where the other half got to. I think one of my children borrowed it.
It's
Oh.
$1, Rabbi.
It's Nun Daled Amid Aleph. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines from the bottom of the Amud.
First word is Charus.
The first word is Tikrei Charus.
Okay, I see it.
Okay, so see over here. Amar Rav Masna. Rav Masna says,
I see that.
Maidik Siv. Was steht? What does this? What does it say in this pasuk over here? It says in this pasuk, "Umi midbar matana." He just quotes 2 words of the pasuk, and from midbar matana, and from the desert comes a matana. What's that mean? So he explains, Rav Masna explains, Im mesim odam atzmo kemidbar. If a person makes himself like a midbar, kemidbar zeh, like this midbar. What does it mean that he makes himself like this midbar? Shehakol dashin boy. That everybody is dashin bo. Hakol dashin bo. What does this mean? Shehakol dashin bo. You know what dush is?
No.
Dush is one of the malachas of Shabbos.
Ah,
And what is involved in the malacha of dush? You've harvested your grains, and the grain is composed of kernels of wheat, and then you have the chaff. And so what you're trying to do is separate the wheat from the chaff.
that's right. Yeah.
So in order to do that, what they did in the good old days, there's even a book that you could see a picture of put out by many years ago. Very nice book about all the halachas of all the malachas of Shabbos. He shows you pictures, and he gives you very nice, easy explanations. I mean, it's all in Hebrew, but no, as a matter of fact, it was translated. It was so popular and so useful, they translated it into English, I believe.
Yeah, they did. I have it.
So I like the pictures. So what is dush is you have your cow. You have your cow go over there and trample on the wheat stalk, and he separates the wheat from the chaff. I think I don't know if we still have that book in our house. I think maybe we already gave it away, but if you look in that book, that's what you'll see over there in the Malacha of Dush.
I think Lou is going to get it.
He's going to get the book.
I think
Okay.
so.
This book was written by the son of a very famous Torah personality here in Eretz Yisrael, who was originally an American. No, that's Rabbi Chait's book.
This is not the book you're talking about?
Yeah, that's also an excellent book. That book was Rabbi Chait. He also has pictures of the 39 malachas. Many years ago, Rabbi Yaakov Fried, Zatzal, Olav Hashalom, used to teach in Tzama Nafshi. He would teach the malachas of Shabbos from that book. He was a huge Talmud Chacham. And anyway, so there's another book. It's called, it has it over there.
Oh, there it is, isn't it?
Of the cow pulling him over the grain.
Very good. Okay. So in other words, the animal is doing dush. Dush is to like trample upon.
Right. It says threshing.
Threshing. Dosh is threshing. Yeah.
Thresh. Okay,
Threshing.
threshing. Very
Okay.
good. Very
All
good.
right.
So that's the threshing floor. But we see over here that the dush comes out with something very good after the dush is done. There's a very important result that you come out with the kernels of grain separated from the chaff. And here, what a person does, he makes himself like the wheat stalk, and he allows. He's not particular when other people are hakol dashing bo. Everybody is doing dush on him. So we understand when it comes to the cow doing dush on the wheat kernels, but what does it mean that a person makes himself so that everybody does dush on him? A person is not a wheat kernel. So maybe what does that mean?
Sounds like he's getting a bashing.
Is there some benefit to people trampling on you that allows you to learn Torah? Why should that be? What does it mean over here?
Well, if the metaphor is separating the kernel, the inside of the wheat, from the shell, the outside of the wheat. So the outside of the wheat is basically garbage, but it does serve some kind of a protective function when the wheat is growing. But now that it's harvested, you don't want that outer layer anymore. You want to get to the inside, which is where all the value is.
Mhm.
So perhaps it's in disabusing a person of his mistakes, his misconceptions, we are removing that outer covering, which we might call it arrogance, and revealing the true knowledge that's within.
Yeah, I like that
Okay.
one better than what I see. But yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
Good.
good. Very interesting. Tied it into the malacha of dush, and just looking for. Oh, did I? Can you still hear me?
I
Yes,
can hear you, yes.
Okay. Trying to get back my picture. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I can see you fine.
Okay. So hakol doshin bo. Right. Kain Pirush Rashi. So Rashi brings it's actually a Rashi on a different daf, but it goes together over here. That basically like you're saying over here, dahainu she'ein bo gasos ruach. Why is it that everybody is able to trample on him, so to speak? Because he doesn't have any gasos ruach, which is another way of saying he doesn't have arrogance.
Uh-huh.
And that seems over here that they're bringing that Yeah, this is also a Gemara in the Dorim. That's what I've, yeah. The Dorim Nun Hey Amid Aleph, 55a. Girsihi Kamidbar Shehu Hefker Lakol. He makes himself like a midbar, which is Hefker Lakol. So that's the Gemara in the Dorim is giving another pshat. The pshat is like I think both of you have touched upon the pshat over here. You both mentioned the idea of making oneself that taking away his gasus aruach, his arrogance, and the way that Roy explained that means that he says I don't know everything, and there's what that I have to learn, and like that a person sees, Hashem sees that a person is holds himself that he doesn't know everything, and he has what to learn, and with that attitude, Hashem says, "Oh, so you think you have what to learn? So I'm gonna make sure that you you get the Torah as a matana." So that's good pshat over here, based upon what the Gemara is saying over here, the Kol Dashim Bo. And there's another Gemara which I believe quotes the drasha differently based upon these words, midbar matana. The drasha is that from being a midbar, a person gets the matana of Torah. So here we said that the being the midbar is that he says he has what to learn, and he doesn't view himself as knowing everything, arrogance. And over there it says that it says like this, that the language of the Gemara is kamidbar shehu hefker lako. He makes himself like a midbar, which is hefker lako, which is open to everyone can enter into a midbar as long as you have some way to be able to exist there. It's a free entry over there. It's hefker lako. Anyone can enter. It's not owned by anyone. It's a place that you could that anyone can access over there. So that's the idea. If a person makes himself like a midbar, meaning that over there, the Rashi and the Tosfos and the Rush all say that the shakavona b'zeh shehu malamed Torah lako. He makes himself a midbar who is open to everyone to come to him to learn. That he's willing to impart from his knowledge what he has to other people. He's willing to give of his time and his energy in order to teach other people. And so in that case, a person might think, "Oh, well, I'm not ascending myself. I'm busy teaching other people that with that." So, but Hashem says that's what you're doing. You're interested that all my children know the Torah. I'm going to give you more Torah. You're going to get a matana. You're going to get a matana from me. It'll be a way for you to you won't lose out. You won't lose out at all. You only gain more. You only gain more and more. If a person makes himself a midbar, hefker lakol, to teach to other people that. Okay, that's
who compared it with Dosh? Who was that? Rabbi
Rav Masna.
Rabbi Masna.
That's yes. Amar Rav Masna. Don't know anybody named Masna, do you?
No.
Well, that was his name. At least that's what that's what we call him in the Gemara, Rav Masna. That's the Gemara. So that's So that's an aspect of Yerida, of descending, of going down. And in that way of going down, a person is really going to be going up. He's going to be ascending as a result of going down like that. Okay, now, very good. So let's go to the next paragraph. And we're going to call upon Roy to continue the reading on the bottom of page 374. It is fitting.
It is fitting for a man to lower himself like hyssop for the sake of the honor of his maker. For example, to learn from every man, to honor the poor, to gladden the hearts of misfortunate people, to cheer up the hearts of depressed people, to seek peace and to pursue peace, to love people and to bring them closer to the Torah, and to greet everyone with peace. A person should not say, I am a great person. It is not befitting my honor to lower myself to so and so. On the contrary, this is his honor, to honor his maker with what he, that is his maker, bestowed upon him. By doing so, he will find favor and good understanding in the eyes of God and men. A person who does this is surely elevated and will continue to ascend.
Okay, very good. A hyssop. What is a hyssop?
Hyssop is a plant. It's a herb.
It's one of the items that's used in some of the sacrifice procedures of the sacrifices.
Uh-huh.
I believe when the woman brings the birds,
Azo. Yeah.
you take
Okay.
this up and you dip it in the blood. I think it may also have been what we used to put the blood on the lintels in Mitzrayim.
Yeah. Yeah.
It represents humility. I think because it grows in a low place.
It represents what?
Humility.
Humility.
Oh, I think this is the right. Okay.
I think also in the paraduma, the paraduma procedure, we use hyssop.
Yeah. Oh, that's Sefer Bamidbar. Let's take a look over there. Sefer Bamidbar. Bamidbar. Azo. Oh, here we go. The first place I looked is in Parshas Mitzorah. Parshas Mitzvah is in Sefer Vayikra.
Oh. Mhm. Oh, Vayikra, what was,
I found something in Parshas Chukas where it says, "V'lakach Ezov v'tavel b'mayim," and the English says, "A pure man shall take hyssop and dip it in the water." I think the word Azov,
Yeah, Ezov is hyssop. Okay.
hyssop.
so what reference is that?
That's in
Bamidbar,
the Midbar, Yud Tet,
what's your test is 19, is it?
1918.
1918. And what did you say, Rabbi Levitt?
Also, there's a pasuk in Vayikra. Vayikra is Perek Yud Daled, pasuk Daled, beginning of Parshas Mitzvah.
Vayikra. Where's Vayikra?
Sefer Vayikra.
Yud Daled what? What pasuk, please?
Vayikra.
Yud Daled, pasuk Daled,
Daled. Okay.
beginning
Yud
of,
Dalet is 14, 14:4.
yeah,
Is that right?
right.
Right, yeah, Azov. It says Azov also here.
Was there another one in Bamidbar, someone said? Just the one in Bamidbar, was it?
These are the two that so far we got two.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for a Metzora.
This is for Metzora, right? We're talking about over here the purification process of a Metzora, someone who has tsaras,
Mm-hmm.
who Chazal tell us that he got tsaras based upon different averas that he's done. Most notably, one of them is Lashon Hora and Gasus Haruach, speaking about people and being arrogant, which is of course Lashon Hora is an outgrowth of that. And over here, it mentions that his process of purification involves that he's going to bring an Azov, and Rashi says over here, Azov, Matakanoso v'yisrape. What will be his remedy to be able to cure himself from his tsaras? Yashpil atzmo. He should make himself low. Migavoso. Lower his level of arrogance. Ketolas uke'ezoiv. And like an Azov, like this hyssop. So we see over here that's the like Lou was saying, that's what the Azov is a representation of. It's a representation of the of humility, and not and the opposite of Gasas Haruach or Gava. Of course, we're listening to the life of Bitochen, and we're hearing over there that the altar from the Vardik says that, however, if a person suffers, he's not really looking at himself in the way that he should. What does that mean? He's suffering from a low sense of self. he's in a certain sense, he's not healthy like that. And he says in that way, that if he feels in that way, he should go to the opposite extreme in order to be able to do what he has to do in Avodas Hashem, which is a huge chiddush that the Alter from Navardik says over there, because generally we say, like the Gemara and like the Chumash and everything says, that thinking of yourself as being so great is not really the thing that you're supposed to do. But the truth of the matter is that what the Torah is talking about is to healthy people who have a healthy self-image of themselves, and it might be the case that they have too healthy of a self-image of themselves, if that's possible, and their overbearingness and their feeling superior to everyone is getting in their way of their avodas Hashem, and they speak lashon hara about people. That's not a healthy thing to do. So we see that this person is not healthy. So we need to tell him that he has to lower lower himself from his gava. But we just have to remember that there has to be a healthy balance. A healthy balance. A person cannot achieve in avodas Hashem if he thinks that he's a nothing. Because if he thinks that he's a nothing, so then that means that he thinks that nothing can come from him. And that's a big mistake. Because obviously Hashem thinks that he is a very important person, because he created him and he put him in this world and he gave him a whole job to do down here. He obviously thinks that he has a lot of things that he's able to accomplish here. As a Hashem, with Hashem's help, of course. So that's the story. And now, okay, so that's what we're saying over here. He should view himself like an Ezoiv for the sake of kavod of Hashem. And why is it for the kavod of Hashem? Because when he tries to have an ear and have a heart and have a hand and have everything to be able to assist other people that need help, misfortunate people, so that is his honor. Says the Pele Yoetz, it's his honor because that's the honor that he's doing to Hashem, who made him. That's his honor, to honor his maker with what he bestowed upon him. And making use of his abilities to help other people, I guess he means to say. Right, okay. And he says, and once again, the same theme comes through of Midbar Matana, a person who makes himself like a midbar and he reaches out to other people and he helps other people. He shouldn't think that he's losing out on his own personal growth. On the contrary, that's what Hashem gave him the talents and the abilities that he has in order to assist other people. And he says that he will continue to ascend. He will even continue to ascend by so to speak lowering himself to be involved with people who need help. Okay. And now we get to Yoetz.
1128.
Oh, okay. So we'll wish everybody a good Shabbos. To Alan and to Lou and to Roy and to Mayor. We know he has a good excuse for not being here today. And to Rebbe Chiel and to everybody. Have a wonderful Shabbos.
Amen.
Shalom,
Amen.
thank you, Rabbi.
Parshas
Amen.
Baloischa.
Good Shabbos to everybody and be well
Shabbos.
and come out very well from Shabbos, ready for the week.
Okay.
Amen.
Amen.
And we should come out very well from the week, ready for Shabbos.
Right. Should be a sort of
Yeah, Shabbos.
a wheel going around and around.
That's right.
Very good.
Okay.
Bye.
Care.
Bye-bye.